Hello everybody, welcome to Sunny Seekers. My name is Lyberty Latham, and here I have Sunny, Cody, KJ, and I'm going to be your host today. We're going to be talking about different places that the Sunny Seekers have traveled, such as Mount Vesuvius, Sicily, and it'll be super fun.
This episode, I wanted it to be a combination of the volcanoes that we visited in Italy, which was Vesuvius and Mount Etna. And I don't know about you guys, but I am like a big volcano person, and I always have been.
Yeah. Terrified of volcanoes.
Lyberty, have you been to a volcano?
So I've never been to a volcano before, but I like watching volcano videos. I think lava is super cool, and I like seeing how stuff melts in lava, so...
Lava kills people.
Mount Etna is the first volcano in this video that we're talking about. Mount Etna is actually a bucket list volcano for me.
While you guys were in Sicily, what do you think was something that surprised you the most?
There was so much variety in the terrain there. You have your main hustle and bustle city, and the city itself is built on just all these different cascading hills.
Oh wow.
We're going up to one of the old sites of the volcano of Etna. Etna was our deal in Sicily. Okay. That was because you only get a few hours during the tour, to do something, right? And we went on this winding road up to Etna that is we're going to one of the old crater sites, one of the old active crater sites. And on that winding road, there's this Cyclops statue.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that it's holding a boulder over it's gonna throw it at you.
And is it super big?
Yes.
Yeah. And it was there for it feels like it's there for literally no reason.
Yeah. He's angry because he's already blind. Ooh. They blind as a single eyes to run away from him.
It was super foggy, and we were going through these old sites where lava flows had gone through them years ago.
So as far as the volcano, what was it like being near a volcano?
The Etna volcano, we were visiting one of the old sites there, one of the old eruption sites.
Alright, you guys, here on one of the craters of Mount Etna. This is what dried up lava looks like. Lava rock. You hear it kind of crunch. Surprisingly, I was thinking that they were going to be a lot softer, you can crush them. They're actually pretty hard, as you can see. I cannot break this one apart. Behind the clouds up there is the tip of Mount Etna. We are on some of its many craters.
Of course, you have your very tippity top, right? Mm-hmm. But then you also have other sections of the volcano that might have craters in them, and those can also have eruption points as well.
Okay.
That's kind of where our tour guide ended up taking us to. He took us to kind of the lower parts of the volcano where the other craters were located.
It's still really high up, the level's really high, and you're looking out, and it's just this incredible view. And you really do feel it's kind of this Lion King type moment where you're on top of this crater.
So you guys went to Taormina. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, well, perfect. So what was that city
we'll
like?
We'll blame you if you're not pronouncing it.
Sorry.
It'd be it was Liberty's fault. She
never
doesn't know
traveled.
what she's doing.
I only speak English. So what was that city like, and what did it look like?
I honestly would say, and the movie Luca, the Disney movie Luca, I feel is a perfect example of what Taormina looked like. It was just a bunch of cobblestones, but very colorful buildings.
It's on cliffs.
And cliffs.
That's
and
really cool.
There's oceanside, and it's so pretty. And actually, one of the more random memories I have, there was this shop dedicated to Pinocchio.
Pinocchio?
Yes.
Like a full shop?
Yes.
That was actually one of my favorite stories as a kid because it taught me not to lie.
There you go.
How's that working out?
It's pretty great. Going pretty great.
I personally want to go back to Etna for sure.
Yeah.
At some point, because I don't think that we necessarily experience the full.
Yeah.
Like Etna's always going off. It's always putting on a show, and I would like to see that show.
I know that you guys visited Vesuvius as well, and I know that's kind of next to Naples, and you saw another volcano while you were there. Well, that is the volcano. What was that like? And I know with that being close to Pompeii, was that kind of nerve-wracking while you guys were there, thinking it could erupt again?
Well, she always thinks any volcano's gonna erupt even the ones that are dead. Right?
So the short answer to your question, 100% yes.
No.
When you're seeing what used to be this very like high functioning like civilization, and it's completely just like decimated like by this volcano, and literally there's a moment, and it's very chilling when we're in like the town square of what used to be the town square
of
Pompeii. You can literally see Vesuvius like overlooking.
And it's crazy too.
Is it gonna happen again?
It's crazy too because Vesuvius actually, I think it used to be 3 times bigger than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Than it is, and it
took off
looming.
Like a huge chunk of its top when it blew.
Kind of like Mount St. Helens in a way. It just like. You see the bodies of the people that were. Affected by the.
That was
so there's
crazy.
remains still there.
Yes.
Wow.
All the remaining survivors of Pompeii got completely destroyed in the pyroclastic flow.
Like there's even a dog that's
and
like.
he looks like he's in pain.
Yeah,
It's
he's like
so
twisting
sad.
and writhing.
It's so
There's
sad.
children that are.
So it must have just been really haunting to see.
Yeah.
Versus like, oh, this is Pompeii. It looks.
It's sobering, I think is a good word.
Yeah.
Pompeii, you have their gladiator stages, and then they have like their kitchens and their road systems, and
You could tell when there was a kitchen because it had like the countertops. This is the bathhouse. As you can see, the walls did have paint on them. Little stars. Still left over on the crown molding. Wow, it's so crazy. I ended up purchasing a book that was on Pompeii and Herculaneum because Herculaneum actually was a couple of miles away.
What happened at Herculaneum? I've actually never...
The same thing. I mean, Pompeii is like the most well-known one.
Yeah.
But Herculaneum was pretty... I had been to Pompeii before.
Yeah.
But I had never been to Herculaneum, and that was pretty haunting too.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Herculaneum was actually probably more disturbing to me than Pompeii was.
Why would you say that?
Herculaneum actually remained more intact, whereas Pompeii, it's more like skeleton city, where it's like you have the basic building blocks of the makeup of that city still intact, whereas Herculaneum, you are like there's paint still on the buildings.
I thought maybe KJ here was going to mention that there were cells filled with bodies trying to hide from
That was where I was going next.
So entering and leaving, you can see these cells underneath the city, and there's piles of skeletons.
I mean, the way Herculaneum worked was, unlike its counterpart, Pompeii, Herculaneum actually didn't receive a whole lot of damage originally. So there were still people trying to flee at the docks at 1 o'clock the next day.
Wow.
And of course, the pyroclastic flow came. Pompeii got, destroyed in it. And so all those people that were in those barracks kind of like waiting to get a boat, they got completely decimated too.
Gosh.
And so all their bones are just left.
But there's this statue in Herculaneum of the Hydra beast.
Oh yeah.
That and it's like in this cave, so it got preserved.
And then there was a university for like scholarly people. They had like paintings and stuff in the building and that were still preserved.
The Vesuvius volcano was awesome too, and the views from that were incredible. And it does, so you take the bus there, right? But then there is an extra hike up to the very top, up to the crater of the volcano. So the hike is like pretty intense, and
it's steep.
And it's uphill.
Yeah, you definitely need good walking shoes that day.
Thanks, Lyberty, for giving us questions during this time. It's a good time, and we hope that you guys are encouraged to go seek out these volcanoes and to go get this experience.
And if you have fear of volcanoes, push through those fears and find joy in God's creation.
So thank you guys. Next time we'll be talking about Monte Carlo and Pisa as well, and it's going to be a good time.